Like we've been talking a lot on the. I think 2016 has been a big year from a marketing standpoint, just because just like the discussion with Corey is getting back to marketing focus and behavior focus and what customers are looking for and doing.
Yep.
And so one of the things that we want to hit on is we've known this forever, and it's not a myth or anything else, and that's that email just works. Yeah. Email really works between companies and consumers. I'd say there's other tighter communication methods like text messaging, which are absolutely incredible, but it's a little bit harder to get that permission and get over that edge. With email, though, I don't care if you're an e-commerce store, a lot of this will make sense. But I think the average business really needs to start working on their email communications with their clients. And so we did a post, and YesMail basically came out with a ebook or a white book on the ultimate email trigger report. And basically they did a huge study of triggered emails. And so for people listening, the difference they call a business as usual or normal email is, hey, every Monday Marketing Tech Blog sends out our weekly newsletter. And so the time is based on us. We determine that, hey, at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, we're going to send that email out. But a triggered email is not based on us. A triggered email would be based on maybe you just made a purchase on a website and it's going through, or maybe you just started your contract with your vendor and he sent you an email.
There's some activity, some event.
Yeah, some event. And sometimes it's even a sports event coming to town, right? That triggers an email. You said that you were interested in the Colts, and now this is happening with the Colts. Or sometimes it's weather, right? Sometimes you can get an email and say, if you're an avid fisherman, and the tides are going to be perfect, you want an event-driven triggered email to your preferences that come. And so what they basically did was they detailed kind of four broad areas, and that was life cycle, transactional, remarketing, and real-time triggers. And then I broke them down, and I basically said, listen to all of the opportunities that you can email a client. And again, these can be automated emails. They don't have to be personalized in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, they are by their dynamic data.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Dynamically, they are. But first one is a welcome email.
Sure.
You get a new client. Have you said welcome? Have you told them where the tools are, how to call you, who your account manager is, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And so just a simple thing like that is now we're a boutique shop, so we don't have very many clients. So our welcome email winds up being a personal email to them.
Sure.
But if you've got 100 clients, you need to probably have something in standardized.
Yeah.
Onboarding emails. So that's a little bit different from a welcome email. Welcome email is, hey, thanks for being a customer. But an onboarding might be, hey, we just set up your system. Here's how to access it. Here's 3 articles and a video to see about it. Things like that. And so onboarding, we did when I was working for a content management system here in town. We did like a 3-month series that was all automated, but it was basically taking someone every few days what they should do today. And the whole objective was to make them successful with the system. Because if you can't get people to use the system, they didn't stay. And so our biggest challenge was people writing in the system and utilizing that content effectively. So we had to write lessons on, hey, here's what to do today. And you would be surprised how much people appreciate that. Just, okay, I could drop everything, put this in my plan today, get this knocked out. Early activation. So people that activated, but they're not immediately engaged. And for service industries, that's a little bit weird, but we have had customers sometimes that signed the contract, but then didn't start. Like, they put off the date to, to start with you and stuff. Reactivation email, which are huge, obviously, and that's people that left. So I'll tell a story here. Octave here in town, previously Tinderbox. We really liked working with them, and we share some audience with them and everything else. And I was sitting there thinking one day, I was like, man, I haven't reached out to them in a few months. And so I emailed a guy, Isaac, over there that we loved working with. And I said, hey, just catching up with you. And it's been a while since you worked with us. We've been doing a number of new initiatives. How's everything going? Well, they wound up hiring us within days because they were doing the rebranding and they wanted to make sure their SEO was going to be okay through the rebrand and everything.
Got it.
but that was a reactivation email.
Absolutely.
Now it was personal from me, and so you think about the old clients that you like to work with, you did well for.
Mm-hmm.
Have you emailed them in the last year to say, hey, how's everything going with your new agency, or how's every,
Right.
And a lot of times I cheat. I'll go look up their stats.
Oh, yeah, by the way, did you see this?
Yeah, and see that they dropped 10% or 20%.
Maybe that's something that they don't know.
And see if they want some help with it. So remarketing, of course, abandoned shopping cart campaigns are huge. Transactional emails, and these are just service messages. So have you guys seen Sigster? We're going to get you signed.
Yes, yeah.
Have you signed up for it?
Yeah, we signed up for it.
Yes.
I'm not using it yet.
Use it. It's amazing. And so here's the thing is that you can basically manage a banner and your email signature for your entire company. So everything from the text and the banner, the link, you can monitor the campaign and everything else.
Yep.
But now every time you're sending out automated messages like reports or anything like that, you can have a call to action there. So if you got an event coming up, the latest podcast, whatever, you can be pushing that out. Now, do you check? You guys use Gmail, right?
Yeah,
Google
absolutely.
Apps.
Yep.
So you get that report on how many outbound emails you send
from Gmail. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How many do you send?
I can't think of it right now.
It's got to be tens of thousands.
It's a bunch
in a month. So Jen and I are like 7,000 each.
Yeah.
Like that's ungodly, right? But the thing is every single one of those is an opportunity to connect with the client, and so Sigster kind of solves that problem, and it's really inexpensive too.
Yep.
Account emails, which are normal, and that's your login information, change password, things like that. Personal events, you would be surprised the increased conversion rates on wishing people a happy birthday or a happy anniversary or whatever. It's incredible. People are happy that day. Guess what? You just made them happier.
I got a free burrito to Moe's Southwest Grill on my birthday.
There you go. There, see, Moe's just got some juice here. So milestone emails. So things like when your clients have been with you for a year, do you congratulate them? Do you send them something nice?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Show them your appreciation
as opposed to a contract renewal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I can come later.
Yeah. Well, don't do that. We have an auto renewal clause in ours, so we don't have to send them that. And then the real time triggers that I talked about. But here's the thing. So triggered email campaigns produce 197% greater open rates than typical. So that's twice the open rate. So double the number of people are opening it. And then click to open rates are 203%. But here's the biggest.
Jeez.
Click rates are 400% greater on these emails than anything else. And so start to think about every outbound email that you're sending out of your system, out of your office, whatever, and start looking at those opportunities to communicate more effectively with your clients. And for the most part, like with Sigster is not a client, but that's an awesome way to communicate where it's effortless. I don't do anything. It's attached to every email I send out. And so I think it's really important for any company right now to try to maintain communications like that. So you can read this article on the Marketing Tech blog. It's called 10 Types of Triggered Email Campaigns You Should Implement. And there's also an infographic from YesMail, and they deserve credit for getting this conversation going here. But definitely take a look at what they've put out there and try to start seeing those opportunities within your own organization.
Absolutely.
So that's marketingtechblog.com. Subscribe by email, download mobile.
Just run to the site and you'll get hit with a map.
Web map. Yep. You'll get a subscribe there. So
I think Gus is going to do it right now.
Is Gus going to subscribe?
I think he is.
Yeah. He was getting ready to.
We got to teach him to read.
I think he took a box off of Jen's desk, though.
Oh, nice. Awesome.